Hi, sorry about my voice. A month prior to COVID being the cooling for everyone, I had pneumonia and coughing that sort of altered my voice a little bit. My name's Frank Wagner. This is, in my opinion, as you have to say for this type of stuff, um, based upon my own research. Today is April 28th, 2026. I claim whistleblower status on Facebook. Since I generate revenue for Facebook by using their system, and they pay me by allowing me to use Facebook without charge, I feel that should qualify. I did report this to the California Attorney General's office, and it was dismissed or ignored. I don't think they read anything I wrote. Sort of important. It appears to be customary for them to ignore complaints without even reading the formal complaint submitted, regardless of crimes stated. I originally wanted to post a video on YouTube showing me scrolling through the Facebook Reels section, which is their equivalent of YouTube, but I had to obscure so much content and web addresses that it was taking too much time and was getting sort of complex, especially as pages were moving when I scrolled them. And plus, some of the videos had almost subliminal message length using a single frame embedded in them. Well, I could not see it at times. The YouTube system could, since they're looking at every frame. Therefore, my submission would get flagged as containing adult content, even though it wasn't visible. Most people are unaware many Facebook videos contain adult content, and a lot of it. I recently discovered that this has been going on for a long time, up to 10 years, from what I have read in posts on the internet discussing this. Facebook's official policies do not allow for this type of content, adult content, so their algorithm would not take into account this type of content when pushing content to Facebook users. I would expect it to be using the keywords and length to associate content with users. Some of the keywords used are common words associated with mainstream videos, movies, and shows. Some of the images in the screenshots I have put in this video show some of the keywords used. Based upon how their system is receiving the videos, there would not be anything restricting any user of Facebook to view these videos, including children. Later in this video, I'll discuss how to trigger or find the videos. Facebook's system appears to be relying on a limited process to automatically review new content submitted to their Reels/video section. Their first filter appears to automatically have their servers review uploaded content. This seems to be failing miserably, as content providers appear to upload all types of questionable content, if not illegal content. The second barrier appears to be Facebook's reliance on users reporting adult content that their content filters fail to detect when uploaded. Furthermore, it is a cumbersome multi-step process to report, let's say, frisky content. This is an unsatisfactory process, as the number of people it takes to successfully flag a video is based upon how many people have seen the video without reporting it. I have seen videos where the viewer count was as high as 3 million views. I have included in this video a screenshot recently taken of a content provider's video number of views on Facebook, which in this one, they exceeded million on one of the videos, and generally I have seen videos where the viewer count was as high as 3 million views. I have included in this video a screenshot recently taken of a content provider's video number of views on Facebook, which in this one, they exceeded million on one of the videos, and generally 900,000 for the other 6 or whatever videos. To report a video or even scrolling past it can be dangerous, as the reporting option is next to a web address placed in most of the videos at the bottom of the screen. The web address takes you outside of Facebook to, let's say, very questionable websites which can include malware and other viruses to infect a system, or give misleading stuff like saying, your computer's having a problem, call us and we'll fix it for a lot of money. Also, just double-clicking on accident while scrolling through videos can encourage Facebook to more videos like this with similar keywords and length to a viewer. Currently, content is typically inside of a long video of someone jabbering about something for over an hour or so. Then at some point, the frisky content is shown. Sometimes there is some outright frisky content, though that is rare, as the creators probably want to remain unnoticed by most people. To find this content, I noticed that when scrolling through the Facebook videos, Facebook initially pushes videos based upon someone's searches and activity in Facebook and on the internet. If someone is consistent in what they search for with little variance, then Facebook seems to return related content more continuously. But when a user searches for a variety of subjects, then Facebook has difficulty choosing what content to push to the user. In that case, it seems scrolling through the suggested videos quickly for a while without pausing on videos you would normally pause on, then pausing on interacting with videos longer than 1 hour, starts changing what is pushed to you by Facebook, namely longer videos and videos with similar keywords. It then pushes longer videos, which have a higher chance to contain the frisky content. Content I have observed while researching has been from suggestive to painted on clothes, flashing while showing and discussing a product, outright, let's call them frisky acts without clothing, and content beyond XXX rated. Some of it has included animals. Sick. Okay. It irritates me to know that the government office that is supposed to protect the people does nothing while allowing this to be accessible to youngsters on a platform that is stated that do not allow this content. How much money does Facebook make on the videos that get 1 million views? How much would they be profiting from allowing this content to be viewed by minors? I always thought that was a crime. Apparently not to big companies like Facebook. If you have seen frisky content on Facebook, feel free to mention it in the comments. It amazes me that YouTube appears to detect and block these types of videos, since I have never seen anything like this on their platform. So the technology to block this content is available and in use, but Facebook is unable or unwilling to use it. While there are places for this type of content, it is not supposed to be on a platform easily accessible by minors and encouraged to be accessible by minors by Facebook. Maybe Facebook is getting desperate to make money due to declining usage of their platform, but it is all in my opinion. My recommendation is the government should issue an injunction preventing them from allowing the uploading of videos to their servers until they can guarantee 100% the content is properly filtered. And also they should be charged with crimes. My name is Frank Wagner, and I'm getting very tired of entities like this being given a free pass to commit crimes that would land other people in jail. So, and if you like this, you can share it with friends, view it a couple times, and watch the screenshots that I put at the bottom of the page and look at the words that they're using. You know, like some of the words were avatar, some famous directors' names, categories like science fiction, magic, or whatever, you know, normal stuff. But people look at these pages and see just a nothing video. There's maybe a black square with some numbers on it saying skip ahead to some time, or it's like somebody's saying something in a different language, and it looks like some political discussion or something that you're not interested in, so you scroll past it and don't think anything of it. When I first noticed it, it was because I was scrolling and I didn't notice that Facebook had very long videos. And then when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they had that. And then I started looking at some of the stuff that came across. It was long, and I'm like, that's sort of long for a video. And then noticed the words and the disclaimers some of them had, and then went from there. And then I reported it to Facebook, and they ignored it. Apparently, they've done that for the last 10 years. So, but if you like and subscribe, and I guess ring the bell, whatever that does, that'll help boost my ranking to make the video more visible to others instead of suppressed. And if you share it with other people, if you're an influencer, feel free to talk about it, but I appreciate you mentioned my name, Frank Wagner. Okay, thanks. I'm not going to be your competition, but it'll actually help me out in the long run for some projects I'm working on. Okay, I'm not really an influencer. I'm just a pain in the neck to companies who are committing crimes. Hi, I was going to have the video end there, but I decided to add a little bit more. The option to report videos content on Facebook is very annoying. You have to go through multiple menus, like 4 or 5, to report something like this, which makes it very cumbersome to for people to report, especially multiple videos. It makes it a big failure on Facebook's side to make it difficult and dangerous to do this. Hi, I'm going to be reading some of the keywords that are used in this. Headphones recommended, don't slip, the ending is worth it, upgraded, viral hashtags, fresh mix. It's hard to see on the screen when I'm reading, so bear with me. Viral reels. This is a paragraph of some words. Thriller scene captures something. Push to the edge. No slow build, no wasted seconds, just pure cinematic intensity from start to finish, centered around the French Prime Minister in a crisis that would shift the balance of power. This score delivers suspense, drama, and blockbuster energy in every frame. This one will hit different. And then it repeats it again. Don't skip something, something. Sorry about the stopping and starting. I'm not a good speaker, but I do read and understand a lot of stuff. And the video editing software I'm using doesn't seem to allow me to resize the image of what I'm playing back while I'm doing this voiceover. Sort of annoying, but maybe I haven't figured out how to do that yet, since I've only been using this software for a couple days sporadically.